try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Shift together here from the D-line. After the penalty, it's Langford. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The give is to Bell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Halfback sent in motion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's brought...
What's up, Brad?
A minute now, the 3rd quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete.
I'm trying to set it up a little faster than what I'm doing now. Yeah, that shit legit. What the?
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They're going to look to throw.
Boom! Somebody, well, yes, go. What? You see? You see that play there?
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns with a deficit.
Yes, sir. That shit legit, boy.
To start the 4th.
I just got to watch the middle. That's it. I ain't worried about nothing underneath.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run with Darquan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly
he had that run. He needs to be throwing.
A nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. On the run, Darquan. And little room to maneuver.
Stuffing that run. As long as I'm shooting them gap.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll drop to throw.
Yes, sir. Let's go. What? Look at that play there. Look where he going on that play there.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Fuck
4th and 1. I'm going to do the same thing. Fuck, he get it.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. Call it a pickup.
Good play call. Yeah, you gotta work against that shit.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right.
Look at him. Look at him. Let's go deep. Yes, sir. No, look at the coverage, though. Look at that hard flat. That hard flat ran his ass out.
Taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good game. 23 yards on the play. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now.
Well, not really.
If you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way. Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
Now third, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
You still got to score twice, so I'm going to run the ball.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a
Nah,
score
fuck that,
closer.
man. I'm going to score
Able
this,
to
bro.
punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision.
Nah, I probably do need to take a good time out the clock.
Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
Nope.
It'll be that easy.
Not down here.
To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments. But they got
This nigga ain't ready for that, bruh.
having scored the last time out.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This should be money, bruh. I'm telling you, though. If he in what I think he in.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on
And there's Jeffrey out there.
Maybe expecting a throw.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They'll try and
Good
with Bell.
Oh,
First down about the 38. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And now they're in the hurry up.
Hey,
partners. They might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just built tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up a first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
oh, this cheating game.
Yardage brought down at the 32. Now that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's
Cheating game, bruh.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. Right?
That's one of my money plays there. I ain't gonna show you that.
What he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the
See that tight end slant?
because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell, and he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Jones. And the hit jarred it loose.
Man, catch that ball, boy.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. shotgun. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I should have ran the ball.
This one's simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one's high, but not very far. Time for a break.
Oh, he played me.
We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys
good game, boy. Let's go.
At the 50-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security.
Let me see what this nigga arm made of, man.
Crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got ripped, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot in the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete.
Well, hey, he did all right this game, bro. You'll hear me talk about it. Oh, okay, I see that. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
For a loss of 7. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line,
hey, that boy held on to the ball, boy.
When a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a hold.
Now whistles come in. We're going
that boy held on to the ball, J-Rock. 3 sacks. I picked that shit up a little bit.
First, they've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, and now it's
I can't even see the damn kicking meter.
It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I can't see the kicking meter.
Here's Ryan.
He's gonna punt it, man.
He'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Close there. He caught
I see how to make that man-to-man good now. You got the manual inside.
The sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline.
You got the mentally do it.
Times, and in Nick's case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
Yep.
Hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the.
You got to mentally do it, everybody.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Boy, you crazy. I just manned up everybody inside, outside. Look at the man-to-man now. Boy, you crazy.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Look at that play there.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And that one's not going to get there.
Good game, Bengals. I needed that. Good job, Cordero. Thank you for not blowing the game. Simmons had 8 tackles. Buchanan had 8 tackles.